Hello, brilliant learners! Let me give you some positive and negative personality traits, each with accompanying adjectives. Positive, resilient. Resilient is a neutral adjective that can be used in both formal and casual contexts. If you're resilient, you're able to recover quickly from difficulties. She is really resilient. She bounced back quickly after the setback. Kids are pretty resilient and can adapt to new situations easily. Empathetic, caring. Empathetic is a neutral adjective that can be used in both formal and casual contexts. If you're empathetic, you understand and share the feelings of others. She's really empathetic and always understands what I'm going through. Caring. Caring is an informal adjective that is often used in casual contexts. If you're caring, you show concern and kindness towards others. She is such a caring friend, always checking in on me. Adaptable. Adaptable is a neutral adjective that can be used in both formal and casual contexts. If you're adaptable, you're easily adjusting to new conditions or environments. I admire how adaptable you are. You always seem to go with the flow. Digitally adept, tech savvy. Digitally adept is a formal phrase that describes someone who's proficient with modern technology and digital tools. Being digitally adept is crucial for remote work success. Tech-savvy is an informal term that conveys the same meaning, indicating someone who is knowledgeable and skilled with technology. My grandma is surprisingly tech-savvy for her age. Considerate. Considerate describes someone who's thoughtful and careful about the feelings and needs of others. She is so considerate, thinking about how her actions affect others. Amiable. Amiable describes someone who's friendly, pleasant, and easy to get along with. An amiable person is generally affable, likable, and approachable, making interactions with them enjoyable. He's such an amiable guy. He can strike up a conversation with anyone and make them feel comfortable. Tolerant, broad-minded, easygoing. Tolerant describes someone who's accepting of diverse beliefs, opinions, or behaviors, even if they don't agree with them. He's pretty tolerant. He never gets upset over small things. Broad-minded. Broad-minded refers to someone who's open to new ideas, perspectives, and experiences. They're willing to consider different viewpoints without prejudice. She's very broad-minded. She's always interested in hearing different opinions. Easygoing. Easygoing describes someone who's relaxed, laid back, and doesn't easily get stressed or upset. She's so easygoing. Nothing seems to bother her. Supportive. A supportive person provides encouragement and support to others. Thanks for being so supportive during this tough time. Reliable, trustworthy, dependable, solid. Both reliable and trustworthy people or things can be depended on. Reliability is about being consistent and dependable, while trustworthiness is about being honest and having integrity. He's a reliable friend who always shows up when you need him. It's hard to find a trustworthy mechanic these days. Dependable. Someone or something that can be counted on to consistently perform as expected or promised. I need a dependable babysitter for the weekend. Solid. Both reliable and solid people or things can be counted on for consistent performance. He's a solid guy. You can always count on him to help out. Negative. Moody, temperamental. The word moody is considered informal. It's often used in casual conversation to describe someone whose moods change frequently and unpredictably. In more formal contexts, you might use temperamental to convey a similar idea. He's been quite moody lately, snapping at everyone for no reason. He's so temperamental. You never know what mood he will be in. Vain, conceited, cocky. Vain and conceited both mean excessively proud, with vain being more formal and conceited more informal. Cocky is an informal and somewhat slangy term that also means excessively proud or arrogant. She's so vain, always fussing over her appearance. He's so conceited, constantly bragging about himself. She comes across as conceited because she only talks about herself. I can't stand how cocky he gets after a few drinks. Entitled, spoiled, bratty. Entitled is a neutral term for someone who expects special treatment without earning it. Spoiled and bratty are informal and carry negative connotations, describing someone who's accustomed to getting what they want. She's entitled. She expects everything to be handed to her on a silver platter. He's spoiled and bratty, throwing a tantrum whenever he doesn't get his way. Self-centered. Someone who primarily focuses on themselves and their own needs, often disregarding the needs and feelings of others. Being self-centered can really strain relationships because it's all about me, me, me. Materialistic, money-minded. Someone who places a high value on material possessions and wealth is called materialistic. I don't like how materialistic some people can be, always judging others by what they own. Money-minded refers to someone who's focused on money or financial gain. He's money-minded. He's always thinking about how to make more profit. Superficial, shallow. Superficial describes someone who's concerned only with surface aspects or appearances, lacking depth or substance. She's always been criticized for her superficial interest in fashion, never delving deeper into more meaningful topics. Shallow has a similar meaning, referring to someone who lacks depth or seriousness, especially in their thoughts or actions. I'm really put off by how shallow some people can be, only caring about how they look on social media. Prejudiced, biased. Prejudiced is neutral and can be used in both formal and informal contexts. A prejudiced person has preconceived opinions not based on reason. It's hard to have a discussion with someone who's prejudiced. They're not open to different perspectives. Biased. Biased is commonly used in both formal and informal contexts. It refers to showing preference without considering all facts. I don't trust his opinion on politics. He's too biased towards his own party. Judgmental, judgy. If you're judgmental, you form negative opinions about others quickly. She's so judgmental. She always criticizes everyone's choices. Judgy is a slang term with a similar meaning, describing someone who's quick to judge others. Stop being so judgy. Everyone has their own way of doing things. Inflexible, closed-minded, or narrow-minded. Closed-minded and narrow-minded are both informal terms that describe someone who's unwilling to consider different perspectives or ideas. A formal equivalent for closed-minded or narrow-minded could be inflexible. She's so narrow-minded, she can't see beyond her own beliefs. Don't be so closed-minded. There's more than one way to look at this situation. Forget about trying to change her mind. She's completely inflexible when it comes to trying new things. Domineering, bossy. Domineering describes someone who asserts control over others in an authoritative manner. He is so domineering. He has to be in control of everything. Bossy describes someone who tends to give orders or assert control, often in a pushy way. She's always been a bit bossy, telling everyone what to do without considering their input. Obstinate, stubborn, bullheaded. Obstinate and stubborn convey similar meanings, but obstinate is more formal. Both describe someone who's unwilling to change their opinions or behavior. Stop being so stubborn and just listen to what I'm saying. He's being really obstinate about the decision, refusing to consider any alternatives. A slang term for someone who's stubborn is bullheaded. It's like saying they're as stubborn as a bull. My brother is so bullheaded. He would argue with the brick wall if it disagreed with him. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Cheers!